Ben from Snowy's here, folks. Today I've got with me the Zoleo Global Satellite Communicator. This little device has got an SOS feature, but also allows two-way messaging over the Iridium satellite network, Wi-Fi, and your mobile cellular network. Now, this little guy weighs about 150 grams, measures about, or just over 9 centimeters by about 6.6 centimeters, and about just under 3 centimeters in width here. And it's made of a durable plastic material. It's got kind of a rubbery feel on the outside. The construction's got an IP68 waterproof rating, which means it puts up with most water and dust and is submersible down to about 1.5 meters for about half an hour. When you buy it, before we get into all the other details, in the box you get the unit itself, but you also get a little carabiner here that you can use to clip onto this little nylon strap on the end here, so you can hang it on a belt or on a backpack. You also get a device here to charge it, so this goes into a USB, either a wall unit or a USB outlet on your computer, and then a micro USB which goes in the side of the unit here under this tab. I'll show you that now. Pull that up, plug it in there, and that charges the unit up. And you also get a bit of a quick start guide here, which has got a lot of information on what all the lights and stuff do on the front. I'll go into some of that today, but have a look at the manual because that tells you in detail, because there's a fair bit to remember. Now, if you're looking into one of these, you might be sort of considering whether you want a satellite communicator or a PLB. They're two things that do a similar thing, but they're different. A PLB communicates with the COSPAS network. Basically, you press the emergency button, it sends a signal out, and the army's coming, or whoever is coming to save you. You're not going to be able to stop that. It's an emergency signal that sends straight out. This is more of a communication device, so it uses a mobile network, allows you to send SMS messages as well as send out an SOS signal via the Iridium network. You can also cancel that signal if things have changed, the situation's changed and you don't need rescue anymore, so it gives you a bit more flexibility. But what comes with that is a subscription plan. A PLB, you need to you've got to register it. That doesn't cost you anything. A satellite communicator like this, you need to actually sign up for a plan. Now, the benefit of the Zoleo one is they do have plans at the time of filming this. There was about 3 plans starting from $30 through to about $80, and each of those plans gives you a different amount of allowances with messages that are sent over the Iridium network. But you can, with the benefit with the Zoleo one, is that you can suspend that plan and come down to around about $6.50, I think it is, a month at the moment, if you're not using it. So you can pay the $30 a month while you're actually using it, while you're out on your trip. When you're not using it, you pull back to the $6 plan, and it maintains the number and the email address you get with this unit that allows you to communicate. So that's one of the other benefits with this, is that you actually get your own mobile number and your own email that you can communicate back and forth with this. Now, before I go into those details, I just want to have a bit of a run around on the outside here to show you some of the buttons and lights. So if I flick it over this way, looking at the top, we've got the power button here. Now, that has got haptic feedback. When you turn it on, it vibrates. You can tell that it's turned on. This is just, I'm not sure what that is unless you do anything. It's just a little notch in the top there. I think it actually helps to secure it to some of the cradles. On this end here, we've got just the nylon strap here that we can use to put the carabiner through. Nothing on the bottom there apart from the USB charging port that I showed you before, and nothing on this end here. We'll go to the back first, which has got a little panel here with IMEI, some of the details about the unit. There's also some handy information here about how to send and cancel an SOS. So if you don't have the instructions in front of you, accidentally set it off or whatever happens, it shows you how to set and cancel it. That's a combination of the lights on the front here, which we'll go into now. So starting at the top here, you've got your check-in button. That's just a one-touch button to let people you know who you pre-programmed, to let them know that you're okay. Moving across to this light on the corner here, that's the message button. Lets you know whether you've got messages, or once again in your user manual, it'll tell you what combination the lights are as to what's happening inside the unit here. Across to the one here that's got the little tick, that's the check-in LED, which is associated with the check-in button at the top here. Below that, you've got the power LED, so you've got the power symbol there and an LED, so all of these things on the corners are power, and then the SOS light in the corner here, which teams up with the SOS button that's underneath this lever here. So if you are in a situation where you're in a lot of trouble, you can press this SOS button. That's going to send a message via the Iridium network to the authorities, and they're going to send out a search party. So standalone, the unit as it is there, you can send an SMS message to pre-programmed phone numbers. That SMS message is up to about 160 characters, and you can send and cancel SOS messages. But the benefit of the Zoleo is if you then add it to the Zoleo app, you download the app and you can have your friends download the same app. You then connect this device to your mobile phone and use the app, in which you can actually send messages. Now I don't have any in here now. There's some contacts in there. I haven't actually got this connected to my phone, but this is a traditional chat like you would use on your mobile phone, but you can send text messages or chat messages up to 950 characters through this using that app. So you can use the app on your phone to send a message via this, which will then use either the satellite network, Wi-Fi if it's available, or your phone's cellular network to your friend's phone, any phone number. So it will communicate back and forth to both other email addresses and phone numbers all around Australia. So that's where the Zoleo has a benefit over a PLB and some of the other satellite communication devices, in that that chat is really functional. You can have a complete conversation using this unit here. Connection is pretty easy. It shows you in your instructions how to do that. It just connects via Bluetooth. But that can also, I guess, be a downside of the unit, that it is quite reliant on a phone in order to get the most out of it. So you also need to make sure that your phone battery is charged up. While we're on batteries, they claim that this has got about 200 hours of battery life with regular messaging, regular checks of messaging about every 12 minutes. So you should get a good amount of use out of that. And if you were to turn it off in between when you walk or after you've checked in, turn it on again the next morning, obviously you're going to get a longer life out of that. Now, as I mentioned, all these features that are built in, it can tell you just what's going on by a combination of these lights and things on the outside here. So just consult the little manual you get with it. Inside here, it's got a whole combination of things here about what all the different light colors and things mean. So have a look at that to understand it. It also makes noises. So while it's hanging on your pack, you'll get a beep to let you know when you've received a message. So there's a whole lot going on in this little device here. So to summarize the benefits of the Zoleo unit here, it offers two-way messaging to and from your contacts via the app. And because this has got its own number, it means that people can message you without you even having sent them a message first, because it's got its own phone number that you get allocated when you register the device. You've got an SOS alert so that you can call for help if it's an emergency situation. So you either just check in, you can communicate to say, look, I'm in trouble but I don't need emergencies, or you can just call for emergency help. You can check in easily with one touch check-in here. So one press of the button, little message that goes out and says, I'm okay. And you can also send your GPS coordinates. So if it's not an emergency situation, you don't need the authorities to come and help you, but you might need someone to come and find you or help you or pick you up. You're sending GPS coordinates out with it as well. You do also get dark sky, they call it, weather forecast. So you get access via the app with some weather forecast information via this device here. And you can also share this with other people because it's got its own number. Someone else can download the app, connect their phone to this device, and then use it in the same way you would. So it's not attached to one person. You can share it with family and friends. So it is a pretty versatile little device. So to summarize, the benefit of the Zoleo, or those that are going to really benefit from the Zoleo, are those who want to have that messaging capability, because you can use this for a text message or chat type scenario outside of cellular network, because it's going to be able to use the Iridium network or also Wi-Fi when that's available, and people are going to get that message no matter where you are and what sort of coverage you've got with the devices you've got on hand. So a handy device that's going to get you out of trouble and keep you in touch with people. You can check these out online at snowies.com.au, where you'll find them very affordable at our lowest prices every day. But if you've got any questions, let us know down in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel for our latest and greatest information, or check out some other PLBs or satellite communicators like these ones down here.